11,685 pounds. This is the Wolfpack 325 here, HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. You're going to want a good 3/4 ton, preferably heavy duty and up for something like this, especially depending on what you put inside of it, because you start putting in a pair of 1,100-1,200 pound bikes in there, and suddenly that 11,000 pounds becomes 14 very quickly. If you'd like to see if we have this in stock, what we're asking, tank capacities, etc. And the reason I specify that is because the one in this video right here, this trailer, may not and probably is not the trailer that I actually have in stock here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. With the number and volume that we sell, they can sometimes come in differently. There's also the outside chains that the manufacturer makes little tweaks and changes throughout the year. I just like you folks to visit that link in the video description so you can see exactly what we have and how it's equipped, because equipment can be different on this. For instance, we're looking at this full gel coat, glossy skin package here, this fiberglass skin upgrade. That's not standard. Normally, this has wavy skin like this little gray wolf over here. That's actually one of the little brother members of this family. This is the toy hauler member of the Cherokee series of fifth wheels and travel trailers, effectively. If you start looking at interior decors and designs, you'll notice that's true very quickly. By the way, I realize this might appear very confusing. This is a little indoor-outdoor folding leg table. You can use it in the garage, you can use it outside, you got your legs down there. I didn't want to forget it, so I left it sticking out where I could see it, and I realized I never actually set it up, so I guess I did kind of forget it. Doesn't matter. All of the tops in this, whether it's a tabletop, countertop, bathroom, whatever, they're thermofoil. It's a pressed, molded membrane. It's sealed. So, like you can see by the standing water, it's been kind of drizzly and rainy out the last couple days. If you accidentally left this outside, it's fine. It's not going to be a problem. Little solar prep plug. If you want to learn more about RV solar stuff, then give us a call. I was just talking to some folks today. They said, we need to get one solar prep so that we can run our air conditioner, when we're boondocking, and that's not what that does. That's a different type of solar. So if you're not sure about that, please, please, please call us. We like to generally generator prep these, because that adds a 30-gallon fuel station that, if you do install a generator, has a shared fuel cell. If not, you just have a 30-gallon fuel station on this. These are 102-inch full wide body, so you do have maximum legal width on here before requiring wide load signs. Power front leveling gear on this to make setting up camp pretty simple. We generally enclose the tanks on this. That means that under the living area where your holding tanks are located, you've got an enclosed underbelly just to add some extra protection for those tanks. Understand that you cannot enclose a garage floor where there is a fuel station present. So this is not there's a different thing. Now, you can build this different ways. There's different underbelly packages and stuff on this. So again, depending on what you're looking for, visit our our website via the link in the video description to see what we have at HaylettRV.com, and maybe if it's not this one, we carry other brands. Maybe we have something else that works for you, but what are the high points of this one here? All the important stuff is nailed. Like, we have our nice black tank flush system here. They're really smart with these little like hammered tin skin slide walls. It pulls the slide seals really tight so that you have active leak prevention, basically, so that your seals can't get crimped. This is kind of cool over here. They have two things going on. They have an outside shower that does connect to hot water. This is really nice if you've been down in the lake or something like that and you need to get rinsed off. If you're just rinsing off the toys, this is just a little spray port to rinse off the toys. This is cold water only. Some brands will only do one or the other. This is one of the first times I've ever seen give you both. And this is really neat that they actually have separate cable and satellite hookups. That is very uncommon. Normally you'd have to come out here with like an AB splitter switch or something. Now you don't have to deal with any of that. Little detail stuff tells me that they really listen and pay attention to customer feedback, like the fact that you've got limited storage up front in this, so they include a nice little sewer hose caddy, and it's mounted right back here where you'd want it to be mounted. That is smart. This is a 50 amp service unit, so whether we have added a second air conditioner or not, it is capable of accepting a second AC, and over here at the HaylettRV Parts and Service Center, we can add those for you. So if you like the one we have in stock, because again, it could be different from this, and it doesn't have a second air, and you're like, buddy, I live in Arizona, I need a second air conditioner. No problem, I'll make it happen. And speaking of Arizona, we can deliver these things. They're on wheels. We can get them there. And understand that these things are built like less than an hour from our back door. We don't pay like $3,000 worth of shipping. And speaking of pricing stuff, let's hit on that real quick while I'm walking. When you visit HaylettRV.com with that link I've mentioned like 6 times, I need to quit talking about now. Holy cow, talk about overkill. You're going to see price tags actually published. We don't sell full-blown MSRP at our store. You will not find us adding extra charges to those price tags, unless it's mandatory stuff like state sales tax. The pricing on our website includes things like what other dealers would call freight fees, destination fees, prep charges, starters bundles, all that, everything this thing needs to function, and then some, frankly, is included in our price tags. We have true, honest, genuine pricing. I don't care if you have a trade, if you don't have a trade. If someone tells you that their price tag is different if you have a trade, that's because they're running you through the ringer. Keep that in mind. Notice something interesting here. If you're paying attention, you've got a easy tilt power awning with LED lighting here. You've got another one over there. Instead of running like a single 18-foot awning where 6 of it is eaten up by this slide out, they split the awnings to like, I don't know, like a 12 and 10 or 10 and 10 or something like that. I don't have the specs in front of me. Again, link in the video description again for those specs. But it gives you maximum patio space. You have a front patio, rear patio, and over here we have outside TV hookups, which is cool. A little over a year ago, they switched over to the quick set patio system here. It's nice because the patio gate, the patio party deck gate itself, these black things that are sticking out, they're not actually attached to the ramp door. So it helps make the ramp door lighter. Well, just, I guess not lighter, but just not heavier. So it's easier to manipulate. And they're self-supporting. They hang out over negative space. This can fully enclose to create our nice little elevated patio space. We have a 3,000 pound rated door with a 1,500 pound rating in the patio scenario. Dovetailed also down here so that you do have easy loading, and they are not shy about pumping D-rings into this sucker. There are something like 13, 14, 15, I don't know, D-rings recessed into this plywood decked floor here for you so that you can tie down whatever it is wherever you want it. If you've seen toy haulers or you've looked at them even once, everybody who builds a toy hauler does this. Everybody does this. So you got the power queen bed, which by the way can stay against the ceiling so that you can have just a rear living experience if you want. But you've got these twin little either fold down sofas can become a sleeper. They kiss in the middle, so you have a full giant mega bunk on bottom. Or you can turn them into sitting benches. Or you can fold down a middle armrest with some cup holders to have like a theater experience. So you can do a little bit of anything you want with this. And that's what's really fun about a toy hauler. I wish they weren't called toy haulers. That's the obvious reasoning for it, but what this could be a bath and a half guest room. This could be an alternative bunkhouse. This could be a craft room. This could be people who are work campers, people who like live in their RV full time, but they need like a private rear office space. Oops, I gotta unlock that. Here's how these work, by the way. You've got a little lock which keeps it in either the sleeping or sitting position, and then they just roll over. And then when you're ready, bang, place to put your drinks right there. Blackout window shades here too. So if you are sleeping back here and you need privacy, or you just don't want people nosing at your toys, there you go. Bath and a half back here. This is something a lot of folks look for. It's not large. It's effective. It's a function space, you know. And even here, we've got those waterproof countertops I was telling you about, and still a foot flush toilet. I like the fact that they gave this a nice sliding like patio door here on the vapor wall. That little curtain there for bunkhouse type privacy is nice. Little detail stuff here. Your switches are all backlit, so at night you can kind of see where you're going, use these as a barometer, or, you know, obviously turn some lights on and off. And USB plugs. You're going to find USB plugs like near the dinette, near any sleeping position on both sides of the master bed, because we all have these things in our pockets, don't we? We need a way to keep those things charged. You remember before smartphones where a phone could go all day and use 1% battery? Those days are over. I specifically left the cabin lights off so you could see some of these LED accent lights. They have tons of LED accent lighting here in this Wolfpack. The living room really lights up like a Christmas tree. You can go nuts with the lighting. There's extra lighting over there. Now, these look neat during the day. That's cool. But at night, they're a perfect night light. And then you got your whole main cabin on one switch, and it really, really comes to life in here when you do that. You've got a wraparound L loft up here. That is really cool. A lot of people will use that, not just for sleeping, but it's perfect for like attic storage space. And they listened to good feedback last year. Last year, people said, why did they put the ladder right in front of the open part of the door? And they said, you know what? You're right. That was kind of silly of us. So they slid the ladder over. So now, you know, it doesn't interfere. You can just leave the ladder there and it doesn't really affect anything. We'll come back to the kitchen, though I don't want to forget to talk about this really impressive pantry storage space that they have right there. I mean, storage is absolutely worth its weight in gold in any RV, and a nice, big, deep, wide, easy access pantry I prefer all day long over a thin toothpick pantry. Now, your dinette seating right here is right next to this entertainment area, basically. So it gives you just easy viewing of the TV facilities if you choose to add one. Standard, this does not have a TV here in the living room. Those are, a lot of folks, I mean, have extra TVs laying around they can add into these. This is AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth, though. And I really like this, like, reclaimed barnwood sort of, like, accent panel wall. And I like that it persists behind the cabinetry. It's just got a good, clean look to it to me. Your dinette here, you've probably seen a U-dinette once or twice. There are small pretend U-dinettes. This is a true full-size U-dinette. It folds down into like a 7-foot sleeper. What I do like about this, again, it's one of those Cherokee family things. This is something I love about these here at HaylettRV, because this is not common, is these huge full extension storage drawers that they have in their dinettes. It is awesome because you've got people sitting here. The kids are having a drink or whatever, you know, you're feeding the kids and they're watching TV or anything. It doesn't matter. You're playing cards. Sometimes you got to get down here. Well, now you don't have to tell everyone, all right, grab your drink, grab your food, get the cards, get up, everybody get away, so that you can basically disassemble the dinette to grab one thing and then put it all back together. Now the party doesn't stop. It just keeps going. Main slide here. More USB plugs. Main slide. They have these wooden, like plantation style blinds. These are pretty. I mean, that's really the primary reason they're here. They're pretty. But the side effect is that you get something that is really rugged. You can actually clean these things. It's hard to clean pleated shades or metal mini blinds. And they're also a little more robust. If you hit this with your head, you know, or something like that, it's not going to hurt it. It doesn't hurt it at all. Let's look at the kitchen. I'm going to slide this drawer closed under me. There we go. So we saw that big pantry space. Extra LED lighting down here, and again, I like the consistency of that look that they have with the framework. It's just, I don't know, aesthetically, it's very pleasing to me. Remember, all waterproof countertops, and you have some crazy good prep space in this one. You've got just countertop prep space that just doesn't quit in here. And I love this little radius welcome home space. That little plug right there, that's either going to be a coffee maker, you're going to have some phone chargers laying there, although you've got USB plugs everywhere, so I don't know why you'd need to do that, now that I say it. Big storage up here too. They didn't waste anything. The sink is recessed so that, again, you don't waste counter storage or counter prep space. Same thing with the stove. And that is a convection microwave, by the way. I like that they do that because toy haulers are very tall, so you don't want a microwave over 6 feet in the air. Because if you're cooking something, you know, reheating a bowl of chili maybe, I don't know, and you go pulling it out of a very tall space, you're inclined to dribble and burn yourself with it. Now you don't have that problem. The back side of the island is just pure awesome storage. I like what they did here. Everything is very campsite chef friendly. Everything is right where it needs to be. And the sink cover is very heavy duty. It's made with the same like 1/2-inch thick counter material as everything else. Stepping upstairs. Oops, I always do that. I always leave like a door or something here. All right, bathroom. Very large open bathroom with lots and lots of standing and leg room. You can actually get dressed in here. They have kind of like a double extra large vanity, and what you can do here with this, people say, well, where do I put towels? Well, a solution here is basically you roll towels up and you set them vertically. The vertical towel burrito method. It sounds kind of hokey, but frankly, it works extremely well. And, you know, I like the nice radius glass shower on this. It's got a good look, a good feel, and it gives you lots of elbow room. And there's plenty of headroom up here. And a really giant sink. So you can actually get your big hands in there and scrub them clean. Dual entry bathroom as well. You can get, you see you've got a direct entry door from the bedroom there. And you might notice they're using the bigger, like, Creative Breeze fans in here, so you can get some really good airflow. And that's actually exactly why this door is slotted, for airflow reasons. Up front, because we've got a normal walk-around queen bed, but we're in a wide-body coach, that means you've got 3 inches of extra space on both sides of the bed, 6 total, to walk around the bed. Simpler, more comfortable, and remember, both USB and household plugs on both sides of the bed. We also have these really cool dual element lights right here. You tap it once, you get a blue for reading. Tap it another time, we get a nice white bright spotlight. I think we're good. You know, we got a full walk-in height bedroom right here. I can stand here, I can get dressed without having to go through the living room. They did good in here. They did a good job. This has been, I think, our top-selling Wolfpack fifth wheel for I don't even know how many consecutive seasons. It just continues to perform very, very well. And I think it's because it hits all the notes. Like, if you start saying, here's the things I want in a toy hauler. I want a bath and a half. I want a loft. I want a good kitchen. I want some living space. It's got a 13-foot garage. You know, that's uncommon. A lot of things are still 12 feet. It does a lot of stuff at a really effective, aggressive price point, and especially with that fiberglass skin we put on there, that gel coat, it looks terrific. So it's an amazing working man, working woman's toy hauler. Larry Lunchbucket and Joe Sixpack. This is your coach. We got other stuff, but every year we have great sales and service records with our Wolfpack. So, you know, they're not going anywhere anytime soon except maybe your driveway. So give us a call, learn more, 800-256-5196. HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.